Welcome back to Master Kalog and don't forget to subscribe for more update. Alam na ba ng lahat na kung saan makikita ang malaking butas sa EDSA, lalo na pagsasakay tayo ng LRT? Makikita po natin yan nasa bandang gitna ng Ortigas at ng EDSA. Makikita po ang malaking butas na nandiyan. Ayan po ay nasa tabi ng POEA building at harapan ng Ortigas Mall Robinson. Makikita po natin yan, lalo na pag nasa LRT po tayo nakasakay. Tatanawin nyo po sa bandang baba yung pinakamalaking butas na yan. Alam ko po lahat yan ay nadadaanan nyo po yan. So ano nga ba talaga ang misteryo sa malaking butas na ito? Bakit may malaking butas dito sa EDSA Ortigas? At ano ang kwento nito? Ito po, pakinggan nyo po at akin pong isasalaysay sa inyo. In the middle 1990s, the lot owner, a company called San Buena Realty and Development Corporation, partnered with E. Ganson Incorporated, EGI, to develop the land. The site measured 4,109 square meters and the idea was to build a 77 stories mixed-use building with an 8-story basement. It was going to have a hotel, luxury residential units, and a bar right at the top. The project was the called Sky City Tower, and the developers had dreams of it being the tallest building in the country. In April 1997, EGI fenced the land and demolished the structure on it. It also began excavating the ground in order to start laying the foundation, but company did so without first obtaining a barangay permit to dig. Still, EGI moved past. On July 10 of the same year, the company secured a certificate of locational viability from the Housing and Land Use Regulatory Board, HLURB. A month later, on August 11, the City of Mandaluyong issued an excavation and ground preparation permit, and on September 15, 1997, the HLURB further issued a preliminary approval and locational clearance for the project. While all this was going on, homeowners explained, Homeowner Association of Green Hills is subdivision, the residential subdivision that lies directly west of the proper voice opposition to the project. The Green Hills Association Incorporated, GEI, brought up numerous complaints against the plan development, that it would violate the privacy of the residents, that it would be threaten their water supply, and reportedly that the building would cast a hard shadow on the homes, among other issues. In January 1998, the GEA first wrote the National Capital Region Office of the HLURB that formally opposed the project. It also filed a separation complaint letter to the Development of the Public Works and Highway. Opposition to the project, that GEA filed a petition for review, which was denied, and a motion for reconsideration, which again was also denied. On November 2001, the GEA took its case to the official office of the President, which after years of the back and forth, denied the appeal on a technicality. After a motion for reconsideration was also denied, the GEA filed a motion for review for the OP orders with the Court of Appeal, the CA, as well as another motion for reconsideration. The GEA's final recourse was the Supreme Court. On January 10, 2010, the Supreme Court rendered its verdict affirming the decision of the Court of Appeals because the issue raised were factual. The court said it is decision that it would refer to the expertise of the HLURB. Sa madaling salita, na-stop ang pagpapatayo ng napakalaking building dito sa Ortigas dahil nanalo po ang Homeowners Association ng Green Hills. Kaya po hindi natuloy ang pagpapatayo dito ng napakalaking building. So 12 years since started work on Sky City, it finally won its case against GEA. But what happened? Why didn't EGI go full steam ahead on construction now that there weren't any legal impediments? It seems a big problem as in many other cases like in funding by 2005. The company had reportedly already lost 500 million over the 10 years delay of the construction of that building. Ayan po ang tunay na kwento kung bakit merong misteryong malaking butas dyan sa Ortigas. So yung mga kwento ng iba na sinasabi meron daw mga naatirang mga maligno, ano daw ng mga beringin, ayan, so hindi po yun totoo. So ang tunay na kwento po dyan ay tungkol sa hindi kasi natuloy ang itatayong tower dyan o napakalaking building. 77 floor kasi ang dyan ang ilalagay. So nagkaroon lang ng problema dahil nga ang mga residente ng Green Hills homeowners ay nagsampa nga ng kaso laban dito. Pero nakakapanghinayang lang dahil natambay yung lote na yan, so nagkaroon na ng mga damo, nagkaroon na ng mga puno at napakasayang talaga nung pera na inilaan para dyan, na dapat sana ngayon maganda na siya kasi tawag nito, maganda naman sana yung building na yun kung talagang natuloy lang, kaso hindi kasi natuloy. Yung lugar na yan, yung lote na yan ay dating Pizza Hut, yung dating nakaano dyan, ngayon ay ayun nga, dapat ipapalit na yung tower dyan, building. Yun nga lang hindi natuloy dahil maraming nag-agents about dito dahil sobrang napakalaking building ang ilalagay. So parang pagka nagkaroon ng lindol, so parang inaano ng mga residente ng Green Hills baka mabagsakan sila ng building na yan, kaya hindi talaga natuloy. Sino-sino ang mga nakaabot nito o sino-sino yung mga ipinanganak ng 1990s, kasi 1990s to dapat itatayo, yun lang ay hindi talaga natuloy. So nakikita nyo yan pagka babiyahe kayo ng EDSA, yan papuntang Guadalupe, papuntang Baclaran, makikita nyo po yan lalo pagka LRT yung sinakyan nyo. Kaya yung Iguanson Incorporated, yan sila dapat talaga yan ang mag-aano ng building na yan. Yun lang talaga ay nagkaroon ng problema dito. Pero napakalaking hinayang kasi napakalaki din ng pera na nawala or nasayang dahil nga hindi naman napakinabangan ng mga negosyante. Kaya maraming kumbaga parang yung partnership is maraming nalugi kasi partnership kasi yung na yan. Meron din na nagpapakalat ng mga kwento o kwentong barbero, ayan, na sinasabi nila na ayan daw malaking butas na yan ay dyan daw nakatira yung ahas doon sa Robinson Galleria, yung malaking ahas sa Robinson Galleria, dyan daw natutulog. Mga kwentong barbero lang po yun, ay hindi po yun totoo. Ayan po, naihayag ko na po yung tunay na istorya niyan kung bakit merong butas dyan. At saka sa mga nagsasabi na sinkhole yan, hindi po yan sinkhole. Building po kasi talaga yung itatayo dyan. At hindi rin po yan daanan papuntang Biringin na mga kwentong barbero na sinasabi nila. So, ayan na po, nailahad na natin yung tunay na kwento nito kung bakit merong malaking butas at napaka-misteryo ng butas na ito sa EDSA Ortigas. So, ano po yung magiging opinion nyo about dito? I-comment nyo po yan kung ano yung magiging opinion nyo, kung sa tingin nyo dapat ba talagang ipagbawal o dapat pang ituloy. Kasi kung tutuusin, pwede pa naman talagang ituloy yung proyekto na yan kasi nabili na yan yung lupa na yan. Kaya lang hindi pa siguro tinutuloy ngayon dahil wala ng budget yung mismong may-ari ng dapat magtatayo dyan. Wala na kasi lang pera, naubos na yung pondo nila. Sa pagsampa-sampa pa lang ng kaso, igagastos ka na ng milyon-milyon dyan sa pag-ano ng kaso para lang maipanalo mo yung kaso. Sa ngayon, panalo na yata sila sa kaso Based sa mga research ko, nanalo na sila sa kaso. Yun nga lang, hindi pa nila masimulan ngayon, hindi nila maanuhan kasi wala pang pondo para maanuhan yung construction nila. Kumbaga para mapondohan kasi kailangan pa po ng pondo yan. So, thank you for listening this and don't forget to subscribe like, and share. Thank you!